nothing's changed at all. I've got just one thing to ask you, if it's so. Take your memory with you when you go. So I won't have to think about the lonely nights I'll be without someone to hold me when the cold winds blow. Just take your memory with you when you go. Walk the floor and wonder what went wrong. Have to take the way to carry on. I'm too late before the heartache starts to show. Just take your memory with you when you go. So I won't have to think about the lonely nights I'll be without someone to hold me when the cold winds blow. Just take your memory with you, so I won't have to kiss you. Just take your mama with you when you go.
Live and local, Terry Allen's Guitar Bar in the studio with Ralph Spears and Rod Roadruck. Take your memory with you when you go. Or what was that you said,
Take
Ralph?
your mama with you when you go.
It sounds like you've said that a time or two. I don't know. Now, I want to talk to Rod for just a minute. Rod, you actually wear many, many hats as well. And I have to, I'm not going to bust you out that you use a pseudonym when you're on Facebook. I'm not going to tell everybody that. But the story is so stinking funny. I can't even, because I seriously was going to write down your other name because I've heard you called that before. Right. And I thought, why in the world would you do that? Because I use my real name on Facebook on the air. Well,
I'm wanted back east.
That's a very good reason. Well, Ralph just busted you out and said that you used to sing too.
No, no. Don't start none. There won't be nothing. Don't start none. No, I do not.
I
hum heavily, but no.
Well, you have a microphone back there at the drums. Don't you sing a little bit? No, not at all. That's just looks. It's just for looks.
Well, it's been several years ago. I DJ'd for about 5 years at 3 or 4 places in town. And it was so funny when I was working 3 or 4 different places, and I had a day job.
Oh, yeah.
And so you'd get home from your day job, you'd try to take a nap, and eat a little supper, and then get up and walk out the door.
And go to work again, yeah.
I would walk out the door and go, where am I supposed to be tonight? Because there were 3 different places.
Oh, yeah.
And I sometimes used to go, where am I supposed to go?
I do that all the time. I mean, seriously, because I can't even tell you how many times I am driving down the street to Guitar Bar and I turn on D Avenue to come to work because I forget because I come to work in the dark,
Programs,
so I turn here and go, it's not where I was going. You also do a little, you help Terry with some of the booking of some of the new acts at Guitar Bar. How do you find new people? Do they come to you or do you actually know them?
Some of them are people that I know, and like Dale Greer, he'll be there.
Yeah, I love
night,
him. He's awesome.
With James Townsend, and they're people that are friends of mine that I've worked with in the past, and they do shows, and we've worked together in the past, and he doesn't work all the time,
right.
But whenever he's in the area, he will let me know, and I'll say, okay, well, I'll get with Terry and see if I can get a date and put some people together, and we'll do
He's awesome. When he was in the studio with us, we said he is the ultimate singing cowboy. He is like who you would picture sitting around a campfire singing cowboy songs.
True.
You know, I love his voice. He's awesome, and he was fun to talk to too, just like you guys, because he loves what he's doing, and he's played with a lot of different people too. You know, just kind of fun like that. And then you have your creative side. You actually make a lot of the posters that we put on Facebook for the Guitar Bar with who's coming up next, like the one for a couple of weeks ago when you guys are going to be playing with Mike Webb and Waylon Holly. You know, you create those. That's kind of cool. Is that just something that you do for fun in your spare time when you're not playing drums? Or
I work at the Artillery Museum like one day a week, and that's my job is the graphics part of what goes on out there at the museum. And I've done it for years, and these people are all friends of mine, and some of them I have collections of pictures of when I've seen them play.
Well, and you take your camera with you a lot too. I mean, you actually take a lot of pictures too. An amateur photographer, I guess.
Yes, I don't do weddings and that sort of stuff. That's work.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, it is. But can I get the bride over here, and can I get the groom to quit fighting with these cousins and stand so I just do what I want to do when I want to do it. And a lot of these people are my friends, and I go by and I'll take pictures of them so that I can use them for the purpose of advertising. And I do a lot of it for Terry's Place.
Well, and a lot of the acts don't have pictures of them performing because when they're on the stage, there's nobody usually there with them to take pictures. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure they appreciate that. Do you share the pictures with them when you take them? Yeah, when
I get a chance, I send them some of what I do.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That's Rod Roadruck playing the drums, and you play the drums with a lot of people. You play probably with more people than Ralph plays.
Mm-hmm. I have several projects that Ralph, I work with Samantha, and we use Randy Reeves a little bit, and we use Ralph, and we've used different people with that project. And then I work with Waylon as well, and I've worked with him and Ralph for many years. And there's
Kenny, you play with Kenny when Kenny's there, and Chris.
Kenny and Chris Bain and I worked at the Guitar Bar for about 2 years every Friday night.
Oh yeah, we called you guys the house band. I mean, that was my Friday night. That was what I loved. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we did Sundays for about the same, about 2 years. Did a jam session here at the Guitar Bar, and that lasted about 2 years. And then we also, like I say, did the Friday nights, which was great. And we'll be back the
27th, I think, is what you were saying.
Is that when that is?
27th.
That's going to be, Kenny will be back that night.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Well, one of the songs that Kenny always sings for me when he is in the studio, Ralph actually says he knows it. It's a Merle Haggard song. And I, of course, I'm going to tell the story again. I tell it every time someone sings it, Jonna. I'm sorry. We were on a road trip, several girls and I, and we were listening to a soundtrack, and the song Silver Wings came on the radio. And the girl who was sitting next to me, Tathina, who I adore, she's just so much fun. She said, "Did they really say roaring ninjas?" And so every time I would come in, you know this, Rod, Ralph, Kenny would always sing "Roaring Ninjas," and
just for you
every time, and I would just laugh and laugh. So we're going to hear from Ralph Spears and Rod Roadruck, "Silver Wings," Oklahoma's best country, K-Law 101.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away and leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride, before you lock me out of your mind. Left me standing here behind. silver wings, shining in the sunlight, roaring engines, headed somewhere in flight. They're taking you away and leaving me lonely. Silver wings, slowly fading out of sight. Silver wings, slowly fading out of sight.